There was a piece that Alexei Navalny did as a part of his continuing coverage on anti-corruption, because Navalny, he really brought a lot of criticism onto Matthias Warnig's Nord Stream 2 because he was almost poisoned to death. And now he's being been arrested by Russia. He survived this nerve agent poisoning. And so that's when Nord Stream 2 was already under U.S. sanctions. And people in the United States were urging, that this was before the elections. This was a couple months before the election. He had done quite a bit of commentary. Like, he did a video on that big weird ornate palace that's on the Black Sea that they said Putin lives there, or that's one of his homes. It's like $1.3 billion house that has a wine cave. Like, it's probably an actual cave, not like a wine room. It's probably like an actual giant cave. But he did a lot of, and talked about a lot of corruption stuff. He released this investigation into Putin's palace, and one of the people that ended up being named in this ongoing investigation was this Matthias Warnig. And so here you have Putin, who's got Navalny arrested. He's being detained. His who knows how long this, who knows if they're going to kill him or not. And Biden rewards this. He rewards this by lifting sanctions on this Warnig, by lifting sanctions and allowing the completion of this pipeline, which will completely now, without Ukraine being connected to Russia's energy transport structure, that buildup of troops that they have on Ukraine's border, now they can be put into action. They really want Ukraine. Because they want that access. They want that access to that seaport. And then all they would have to do, because Erdogan's real good friends with Putin and Turkey, just go through Istanbul, boom, they're right there in the Mediterranean. They need that so they can have that kind of access. And then, of course, from the Med, they could go very easily into the Atlantic. So they need that access. And it's been rewarded. I don't know. Maybe when Biden meets Putin, Biden's just going to meet with Putin so Putin can thank him in person. But it was Trump that was the Russian stooge or the puppet. Meanwhile, you have ProPublica, the IRS, and it's the IRS. It's somebody in the government broke federal law and gave private tax information on rich people like Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and ProPublica published it. And they just gave a middle finger to everybody. They're supposed to be a news outlet. They published it. All this, they didn't say who gave it to them, how much data they have, etc. And this is very conveniently right ahead of Biden pushing the $6 trillion in new spending that's going to be financed by massive tax hikes, record high tax hikes, stuff that we haven't even seen, spending and taxes we haven't even seen since, World War II days. And I mean, this is like Carter level stuff, y'all. And all of this, this is all emotional manipulation. I don't know. Maybe they're going to go exchange tactics. Maybe when Biden goes over there to talk to Putin, maybe Matthias Warnig can give him some Stasi tactic advice on how to emotionally manipulate Americans into supporting their Marxist redistribution of health through the tax code. Because these tactics that they're using, this kind of stuff, by giving this stuff to ProPublica, dude, that is some straight up East German stuff.